congratulations. Second straight Australian Open title, and the style you did it in these past 2 weeks was brilliant. And
Thank you.
you know, and I think the world media know that you're an absolute pleasure to have around. And what people don't see is what happens behind the scenes, but your character and the way you treat people is a great example for everyone to live by. So
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And to Yannick's win and to the great 2 weeks that he's had. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.
Yannick, well done. Do you feel like you saved your best tennis for the final? And what were you most impressed with in your game tonight?
Well, it was an amazing performance from my side. Felt like I was, in the beginning of the match, I was serving really well and trying to get into the zone very fast. It was a very high quality match from my side. Second set, got a bit lucky, in the tiebreak as we saw, but all things considered, amazing run again here in Australia. I'm extremely happy, and sharing this with the team here and family and the people I love. It's amazing.
Congratulations, Yannick. What was the moment you felt like the dial had swung in your favour in the process of chipping away and breaking down Zverev's game?
Well, felt like how I entered the court, trying to be quite aggressive in the beginning. This gave me then the confidence that I feel today the ball in a certain way, and when you get up, one set, this gives you the confidence. As I said, I had the chances in the second set with a couple of break points. He always served very well there. But it's trying to stay always there mentally, trying to play every point in the best possible way, and also, as I said, tiebreak, got a bit lucky there. But how I handled every situation on the court, not only today in the final, but in general, was very nice.
Yannick, congratulations. With the CAS appeal now happening before the next Grand Slam, does that shift your focus at all, or is it just business as usual for you up until Roland Garros?
Tough to say. I mean, I'm not thinking at the moment about this. No, I just came off an amazing run again here. I want to enjoy this moment, to be honest. And then, it's the hearing. We know now the dates, and that's it. I mean, I want to enjoy this one now.
Yannick, congratulations, an amazing feat. Sasha mentioned twice during his press conference that you remind him of Novak when he was at his best. So was Novak really such an inspiration for you as well, as Sasha claims or suggests? And what do you say to that?
Well, it's an amazing compliment, from Sasha. I mean, I think everyone is different in a way. Obviously, I have some similarities with Novak's game style. I still believe when Novak plays at his best, it's very, 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 very tough to beat him. But when I, game style wise, I looked up to him, trying to understand what he's doing, how he handles the pressure moments in important moments. I still believe we are different as players because everyone is different, but for sure we have similarities, and the similarities are, having a quite clean ball striking from the base, from the baseline, having a good movement, understanding a little bit where your opponent plays the ball. And yeah, I mean, obviously I aim to improve as a player because I feel like I still can improve in certain areas, and that's where we are going to work on, and that's it.
Congratulations. 2 Grand Slams running now with you won with other stuff going on in the background. Just wondered how proud you are of yourself that you've been able to put those things away and concentrate on your tennis and get the result.
I'm very proud. I mean, it's actually tough to describe because it's many things happen off the court what you maybe don't know. I always try to, when I go on the court, even if sometimes it's very difficult to block these kind of things. The other big part, I I have my team and the people who are close to me who trust me, and then that for me is even more important because I can talk with them very openly with them, and that's it. I mean, when I go on court, I try to focus on the match. I know the match can be 3, 4, 5 hours, but that's the gap of the day where I have to be very focused. And obviously also in the gym, trying to stay into your routine, and then you think a bit less about, what's happening. Of course, it's still a little bit in the back of your mind, but I know that I'm in this position now, so nothing I can change.
Congratulations, Jake. You spoke on court about Darren and his influence. I'm wondering how he's helped you, what makes him such a special coach, and how can you convince him to try and keep it going with you next year?
It's going to be very difficult. Look, he's a very honest person. He's a very, to be a good coach with many different players, you have to understand the player, and you have to get into the rhythm of the player, what he likes, what he don't like, and it takes for him just some weeks to get into that, and then he's there. And one thing I really love about him is because he's very, very humble. He suits into the team very, very good. And I tried also, to make a good result, for him here, because it's being Australian, last Grand Slam as a coach, but I have to say, we talk a lot about Darren, but it's also the Simone part, which is amazing what he's doing. He changed me as a player. He gave me so much confidence that I can do different stuff, and I think the combination of two incredibly, not only coaches but person, because I feel like you have to be, coaching is important on court but mostly also off the court, and they are very, very good in that. And I got very lucky to find Darren, to find Simone and all the rest of the team, who we just try to keep working, keep believing, and that's it.
Obviously, there's a lot of stats about how amazing you've been on hard courts, particularly, and obviously you won the last 3 hard court Grand Slams in a row now. Do you feel like you're that much better on hard courts than on the other surfaces, where you haven't been bad by any stretch, or how much is it? Do you want to work to be able to win the other 2 majors, basically?
Of course, it's on hard court I feel more comfortable. No, I think that we can see, but I take it as a positive, because on the other surfaces I still have to improve. I have to see how it works, and I'm gonna put a lot of energy in that, no? Trying to find the right ways, and hopefully to go far also in the other Grand Slams who are not played in on hard court. And then we see. I mean, as I always say, I'm still young, and I think I have time to adjust, especially on grass court, because I've never played the juniors. It was kind of new when I arrived to the tour, and then we see. I mean, it's exactly that what I like. No, the difficulty is trying to understand where I can improve, and hopefully I can show that when the season arrives.
John.
Congratulations. Given the uncertainty of the CAS case, I'm just wondering if that provided any extra motivation at all here to win?
Not really. I mean, it's that what happened. No. As I always say, I keep playing like this because I have a clear mind on what happened. If I know if I would be guilty, I would not play like this. And that's it. I mean, it's. I still believe, every time it came out in a very positive way, and I still believe it's gonna be that the case. And that's it. No, at the moment I'm not thinking about this. Of course, you have your moments of certain days where you feel like, I wish I would not have this problem, but in the other way, I'm always looking forward to go on court, trying to understand. Now I also need my time off, which is very important for my body and my mind. And then when I go again back on court, I try to improve.
Last 2 in English, Mark.
Congratulations. Just probably an extension of what Ben was asking you about the other surfaces. Obviously, you're number 1, and you've got a fairly sizable gap there. But how important is it to you to win those other Grand Slams and really assert that authority on them?
it's for sure one thing I always think about, no, because it's you have to be a complete player, no, not only on one surface but on also the other two. I believe last year was not a bad season at all on clay and also on grass. I can do better, yes. But let's see. I mean, these are questions what I can answer now by playing in the future. But for sure, we are aiming to get into this rhythm, into the game style, because it's a bit different game style, especially on grass, because it's a bit different, the movement, and then we see.
Last one, Simon.
What's the difference for you between winning a second time and winning it the first time?
Of course, you have, maybe this little extra pressure and attention on your side, which you have to handle. But in the other way, you know that you can do it, because you've done it once. You try to understand, whatever it is. And what I understood this time is that every day is different. You have days where you might feel a bit not 100%, and then the next match, well, all of a sudden, okay, I'm into the tournament, and I think I've learned many things throughout 1 year, not watching about the result, but how I am as a person and how I handle the situation on the court, and yeah, so it is different though, so I'm very happy to have it.
Wide World of Sports on YouTube is your home of the tennis this summer.
With highlights of the best matches of the summer of tennis, the on-court interviews and every day with the morning serve, you'll be ahead of the game.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this summer.